guys, welcome to KK Java Tutorials. In this video of Jenkins tutorial, we'll talk about how to configure Jenkins master and slave configuration here. So before trying to configure master slave configuration in Jenkins, let's try to understand how basically Jenkins works. So guys, as you know, in Jenkins, we have first of all Jenkins master, and master can have a various slaves, right? Or you can say node, slave nodes. So here what you can do, you can distribute the work among all the slaves, and these slaves can be configured on the different hosting, different machines, on the different operating systems. So let's say slave 1 can be on Windows, slave 2 can be on Mac OS, and so forth, right? So here basically just for this demo, what I'm going to do, I have already master Jenkins, right? So when you configure Jenkins first time, then always that is the master node, right? And I'm going to configure here one slave node, and just to make you understand or my comfortability, what I'm going to do, I'm going to configure slave on the same machine, and similar fashion you can configure slave on the some other machine. So here you should always keep in mind, if you have different slave, right, then building the projects, right, you can distribute among all the slaves, right? Master can distribute the work in all the slaves, so that parallel processing for the building of the project would be achievable, right? So let's see how we can configure a slave in Jenkins. So here is the Jenkins. I have already logged in with the admin. Yeah. So here what I'll do, I'll create a simple job, and first that job I will run through master only, and then after I'll create a slave, and same job I'll try to run with the slave node itself, right? So let's say create a first of all one job, and here is I have a project. It's a Spring Boot project. So I'm going to create a job for this guy. So I've given the name, job name as a project name itself, and click on the freestyle project, click on the OK. Yeah, and this is the GitHub project. So just I'm copying this link. Now I have navigated on the configuration page, and here I'm going to select GitHub project, and here I'm going to paste this link. And if you scroll down, then git location also you have to give. So click on the code, and here copy the GitHub location, and you can paste it over here. My git repository is public one, so I don't require to specify the username and password. And this is going to build the master branch. And if you scroll down, then in build section I'm going to select invoke top level Maven targets, and here Maven targets I'm going to specify clean package. So here let's just select this one, Maven home. How we can configure Maven home, I have already taught you in one of the video, you can refer that one. Here I'm going to specify goal as clean and package. So clean will basically delete the previous package, right, and that will package the application once again in the distributable format, and that is nothing but a war, right? Now I'm going to click the apply, save, and let me build this project at least once. And this is running on the master branch, sorry, master node, right? So this is, I have it started as me, and this is basically running on the master node, because we haven't created a slave node till yet, right? And see, this is the Spring Boot project. So this is basically trying to fetch all the dependency from Maven Central, and it is building the project. Let's see that till this project build successfully. Yeah. Yeah, so this project is built successfully. Now what I'll do, I'll go to the Jenkins dashboard, and here you have to create a slave, you have to go on the master, sorry, manage Jenkins, and in manage Jenkins, you have to come to the here manage nodes and clouds, click over here. Here you can see there is only master node, right? So my all jobs are running on the master node. So I would like to basically distribute the bulk among the different slaves. So just for this demo, I'm going to create a single slave, and in similar fashion you can create a multi node. So here I'm going to create a new node, and here you need to specify your node name. So here I'm going to node name as slave, sorry, slave 1. So that's the node name. This is nothing but the your machine name also can happen in the real scenario. And you have to select permanent agent and click on OK. And here we need to specify some configurational stuff. So here description you can specify, this is optional, even you can specify. So I would say Jenkins slave. Yeah. Now here number of executors means how many jobs you'd like to execute on this node or slave, that you have to specify. So here I am going to specify as 2. Now you need to specify the remote root directory. So here I am going to specify remote root directory is this one, right? So you have to create one basically directory, and that you have to specify. So here master and slave I'm going to run the same machine, but in real scenario you can have a different machine. Yeah. Now label you can specify like any label. From that label this agent or this node can be easily you can recognize. So that should be the unique. Now usage you can there are two use cases is possible. I'm going to select use this node as much as possible. Then you have a launch method. We have a various launch method. So here I'm going to select that's default one, launch agent, by connecting it to the master. And here custom work directory path you can specify as whatever is the root remote root directory, same you can specify over here. Yeah. And intent data directory just keep as remote in whatever is coming by default. And here now I'm going to click on, and availability you have to keep this agent online as much as possible, so keep as it is and click on save, right? So in that way we have created this slave, right? So if you click over here, then here you will directly you can launch it from here, or you can download this agent jar. So that I'm going to download. Yeah. So this jar is downloaded, right? So this jar I'm going to copy in one of the my directory. I don't want to run on the default downloaded location, so here I'm going to put this guy in this agent directory, right? This is the executable jar, and we can use this command to start this agent, right? That is, you can see this is not in started, this is in sleeping mode. So cross indicates that is in sleeping mode. So what I can do, I'll copy paste here. Oh my god. So let me copy on notepad. So here I'm going to paste it over here, and here basically we need to specify the jar path. So jar path, where I have copied this jar, I have copied this jar in this agent directory, right? So this is the location we need to specify over here. So agent slash, yeah. So this command is ready. Now we need to open one command. So just open the command prompt, and here I'm going to run this guy. Okay, saying that it is connected. Right now my agent is connected, that should be in up and running state. If you refresh, then here you can see agent is connected, is coming, right? Now I go back on the Jenkins dashboard, and here we had created this node earlier, right? And it was running on the master node, right? Now I'd like to run this job on slave node, which just we have created. So click on this drop down and go to the configure. In configure section, if you scroll down, then here you can see the option in general section. You can see this option, restrict where this job can be run. So check this, and here we can use a slave slave 1, right, which just we have created, right? Slave 1 we can use over here. Now just apply, save, and click on build. Let's see what happens. So build has started, and here you can see now my job is running on slave 1, right? What we have created right now, right? So in that way what you can do, you can you can do kind of distributed basically a building operation, right? So you have a master node, and master can have any number of nodes, right? And in one node you can do kind of a building for your test environment, another node you can do building for the staging, and another node remaining node you can do a building for the production. So here you can have one master branch and multiple basically you have a slave branch, right? So in that way you can distribute work among all the slaves. And here you can see clearly saying the building remotely on, right, slave one in workspace, and this workspace we had provided. So here you can see inside that workspace has been created. If you go inside, then all the check-in happen inside this directory itself. So this directory, if I go, yeah, this is the directory. Inside that work space has been created. Here see all the checkout happened from git to this directory, right? So guys, if you look into the build has to be succeeded, right? So here you can say build has succeeded. So that's the way you can create basically slave as much as possible in Jenkins, right? And you can distribute your building stuff among all the slaves. And slaves can be on the different machines, and that's what you would like to achieve the parallelism, right? So that's all I wanted to discuss in this video tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoy learning this video. Still you have any doubt, then please let me know. You can post your question below to the video. I will try to answer. Thank you so much, and see you there in the next video tutorial.